Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman on YouTube, and now my newest channel, StainedGlassManUS on YouTube. Going to be talking about dichroic. Yes, dichroic bevels and jewels, and architectural dichroic glass. Stained glass textures, that is. Non-fusible, non-compatible. Anyway, got a lot of information. Why there's so much information is because if you do a Google research on dichroic bevels, you virtually find nothing. And I'm really excited to say that I'm on the first page, top of the page. I think I'm number 3 or number 4 with my dichroic video on YouTube, showing you one of my crop circle designs, sacred geometry with dichroic glass elements. Anyway, this is an Ed Hoy catalog. Perhaps you've seen Ed Hoy's catalog. That's what they look like, Ed Hoy International. This is an old magazine. This is a 2008-2009, so last year's model, which a week from now I'll be 2 years old. However, you will see in this book, they've got tons of different things. This is a wholesale catalog, and anybody that's been in the stained glass business has a store, they know, Ed Hoy's. It's the largest in America, under one roof. Anyway, you can get all kinds of shapes, like this, like this, like this, like this. Any of these clear ones, or very light pastels, say that peach, or the pale. Or any of these jewels. And here's where I'm going with this. This is what those jewels look like. Here's one in real life, which is right here. So if you go to the Ed Hoy catalog, you can see all their faceted jewels. I'm holding it in my hand. It's about 1.5 inches. It's a little bit smaller. Here it is in clear. Okay, it's an impressive jewel. Don't know the cost on this. Shouldn't be talking cost specifically on videos. That way you're quoted, and if it goes up and down, you know, now you're stuck. Which I kind of stuck my foot in my mouth on a previous video, which I'll have to clarify. But anyway, here's a clear one. And I'm going to say this is about $2. $2.50 maybe wholesale, I'm not sure. I don't know, retail, wholesale, who knows. So don't quote me on that. That's not what this video is about. But here's what one looks like turned dichro. It's not the same bevel. I don't have a clear one because all the ones I got I coated with dichro. This pattern right here is it's this one. So the clear one that I have is here, and this one's done in dichro. And here's the dichro. Let's get it up to the light. It's red. I did it red, silver, blue. So when you're seeing it in its natural way, it's going to look silver. Red silver. And here's the clear version. So, folks, it's like black and white. I mean, here's a clear one. I know it's on black glass, and here's a dichroic one. You can only imagine. Here it is on white. And this is what's going to happen in a window. You throw down a dichroic bevel hummingbird, like the GST bevels, especially the number 9, out of dichro, and you got one next to it in clear, you're talking black and white and color here. This is huge. This is stark. Here's one of my dichroic faceted jewels, and here's what's out there available when you do your Google search on what a dichroic bevel looks like. This is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. It's not dichroic. It's magic marker. And here's why. Because that flat spot on the top, let's get another one out. That's what they look like, by the way, when you get them in a box. You'll get 30 in a box. That's the way they're sold, unless you buy cases and what have you. Pretty much every bevel that you purchase on the internet or otherwise is sold 30 at a time. So there you go. That's what a box looks like. Okay, here's one right out of the box. This little flat area, it's going to be hard to do. I think you can see where I'm going with this. This flat area right here, I colored it with black magic marker, so that I would get the effect of what I'm trying to say. This black dot represents, well, let's figure it out. Let's just See what I'm doing? In proportion to the whole bevel, this is 1.5 inches, so obviously it's 1.5 inches, half an inch squares times 9, making 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Well, do the math, you guys. This bevel on eBay and other websites, I've seen 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches go for as high as $2. And you're paying $2 for that little spot. Because all these little dotted lines is what you're not going to get in Dichro. It's going to be clear bevel, like here, except for a Dichroic here, that's coated on the surface. So if I go like this, eventually I can rub it off because it's so thin. And remember, you're only going to get that much compared to a full view bevel, facet, Dichroic jewel or bevel. In this case, faceted. That's huge. That's a huge difference. You're going to get not that, but you're going to get this. And I shouldn't be talking prices on my videos, but I'm going to charge in the vicinity of $2. I'm not going to get caught into really pegging myself, but I'm just going to talk about vicinities. My website will be specific, down to the penny. But out here, I'm just getting out in the field. Got a lot more to say. A lot more bevels, jewels, architectural, stained glass. Talk a little bit about what's happening in the stained glass industry. Thanks for listening. There'll be a lot more videos. Check out my website, DichroicGlassman.com. Sign in, register, and that way you'll get the newsletters. Thanks. Bye-bye.